Hello, sweethearts and lovelies, and welcome back to Frezno's Master Duel, where I, Frezno, show you replays in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And we've got a interesting set here, a bunch of replays. Oop, oh, getting him to connect there a little, but as always, here is my ID, and here's my little guard dragon. So, this set of replays, these next 4 videos, are all from the Exceeds Festival. Yes, the Exceeds Festival. The week-long event that was held from February 17th to the 24th, where you could only use Exceeds monsters in your extra deck. I built a Zoodiac deck, which is a very interesting little deck, and so we're going to show this replay. We've actually got all these, so we're going to do 2 replays of video now. It's really fancy. So this one just kind of shows the power of the Zoodiac deck. It's a very strong deck. So let's get this replay versus someone with a kanji, a name I can't pronounce, I'm sorry. So anyway, let's hop right into it. Anytime you're ready. That's it. There we go. So, to explain this deck briefly, it's a 1-card starter Exceed deck. So, we start with a Pot of Desires, just to draw, and we get our draws. And we're going to Foolish Burial, just to get rid of one of our things, middle of the deck. I'm not sure what this is in here, but this is an MVP. This is Zoodiac Thoroughblade. This is your strongest normal summon. And you can discard a Zoodiac to draw a card. And an Exceed monster that's a Beast Warrior and has this as a material gains piercing battle damage. I haven't had that come up yet, but I'm going to discard to draw a Raigeki. And it's a 1-card starter. You can just 1 card go into an Exceed monster, a Zoodiac Borbo, and you can keep doing this. So we're going to do it again. Going from Borbo into Tiger Mortar. And then we're going to go into Hammer Kong, and last but not least, the MVP of the deck, the Heart and Soul, the 1 copy allowed of Zoodiac Trident. An absolute house. We're just going to pause here and show you the relevant effect. Once a turn, as a quick effect, meaning anytime you want during either player's turn in reacting to an effect, detach a material, target a face-up card, destroy it. So, very good interruption. It's a very powerful card, and it's at 1 for a reason in Master Duel. We have the Solemn Judgment for negation. Our opponent is on, what are they on? Some sort of fucking pendulum deck. The Amorphage pendulum deck, which is all about, like, floodgating and disruption. Like, when I have a monster out, you can't do this, so I can't chain in this case, but you know, I see that and I'm like, fuck it, Trident. Get rid of their scales as soon as possible before they can pendulum summon. Maybe I shotgun it a little bit, but they have another. If this card's pendulum summon, neither players can special summon from the extra deck, except for Amorphages. So you can see how the deck is like, I can play, but you can't play. But they're going to do their pendulum summon. So, they're going to get Amorphage Goliath. I shotgun the Solemn because I'm like, fuck it. What does this even do? It's a lockdown. Yeah, so we don't want that. Trying to stop me saying, you can't play the card game. I draw another powerhouse, Fire Formation Tenki, which is just a searcher. We Trident the Scale, just shotgun that out. Now we're gonna grab ourselves Zoodiac Whiptail, a really fun disruption card because you can just quick effect from your hand attach it to a Zoodiac. So it gives a Trident a bit of a buff, makes it 2900, so that's not bad. Alright, back to the Pendulum player now, who they are going to set and activate this card, the Pendulum Switch, to try and special summon this Kaiden Kendo Spirit. And I'm just like, fuck it, Trident! And we pop the thing before they can summon it. Just get rid of their scales. I play Pendulum, I know what's up. The scales are the heart and soul of a Pendulum deck. You pop them, you're kind of fucked. So, Here I draw another Tenki, and we're gonna go and get another Thoroughblade. Just gonna drop that down. We're gonna go into Tiger Mortar. Okay. And we're just gonna hit in for a bunch of damage. Yep, okay. And now this is another great play that an Exceeds deck like Zoodiac can do. So we're gonna take the Tiger Mortar. We're gonna put something back on the Dryden for an extra pop. And now we're going to do more Exceeds climbing. So we're going to the Borbo here. Another great little card you'll see in later replays. Shaka 9. Some interesting applications with these effects, but I'm just climbing at this point. Hammer Kong. And you may be wondering what I'm doing. I only have one Trident. Well, we have Divine Arsenal AA Zeus, which, much like Dryden, it has a quick effect, but its quick effect is detach 2 materials to send all other cards on the field to the graveyard. It's a powerhouse, and we're gonna pop that trap card just in case. The game is functionally over. And the Amorphage player knows it. They're going to Pendulum Reborn, get back their Lechery, and they're just like, I can see by crashing into your Trident. So that's the standard power of the Zoodiac deck. It's very strong, and you basically want to turbo out Trident / Zeus as fast as possible. Now, I promised you 2 replays per video, but not these replays. These are interesting. You may ask, Frezno, why would you be showing me games where you lost? Well, you'll see. You'll see. But for now, I want to show this game against Zelendra. So let's go into that real quick. This is a interesting one for a lot of reasons. But it does show me overcoming a strategy that works well in the Exceeds Festival. So let's roll with it. We're on the crackback going first. Okay hand. I mean, 2 Ram. It's not an offensive powerhouse hand, but we're just going to set 2. This trap is going to come up later. But the standard play of make Trident as fast as possible. And also only do 4 summons on the off chance that someone was in the Nibiru the Primal Being, which is a giant rock that you can drop on someone when they summon 5 times in 1 turn. So, yeah, I don't know if they're running it in this game, but so I'm just going to play a 2000 Defender Trident, a pop and an interruption, and here's what they're playing. The Numeron. I fast forward instead of a... Okay. We're going to hit fast forward instead of pause. So we're just going to slow the game down a little bit and look at this card. You control no cards, send this card, and activate the Numeron Network. Numeron Network. You can send the Numeron normal spell from your deck to the graveyard. The basic idea of this deck is you get this thing on the field, you send a card that special summons 4 Numeron Exceeds monsters from your extra deck for free. And then when this is out, you don't have to detach the materials. And basically, they can keep crashing into your monsters, but they don't get destroyed by battle, and they double their attack every time they do that. So it's an OTK deck, which, look, the last set of Master Duel replays was Crusadia OTK, so I respect, but also I'm a little annoyed that it's like so easy, but also, you know, premium and rare and ultra rare and all this shit. So it's like, oh sure, my OTK, every disruption under the sun beats it, but Numeron Network, all you gotta do is activate 2 cards and you're like, boop, 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 boop. But, you know. But then they decide to activate Twin Twisters. They're like, I am going to pop the back row, so I have a grand plan to OTK. Unfortunately for them, I have Mystical Space Typhoon to get rid of the heart and soul of their deck, the Numeron Network. So we're going to pop that immediately so they can't get out a bunch of monsters. And for the hell of it, we activate Zoodiac Combo, where I can target my Trident and put a Zoodiac monster from my deck under it as material. Which we're going to slap Whiptail on there, I believe. Huh. Someone else is on Master Duel. That's nice. So, that was some pretty good value, but it doesn't matter because they have the Kaiju. And then they drop their own Kaiju as a backup plan, and they're just gonna beat over with the superior Kaiju. So what am I going to draw to get out of this situation? I'm facing down the Kaiju. I mean, I have a Ram, but I don't have a thing. Well, there are lines I can go into. But let's see what we get off the top. Oh, it's that easy. It's that easy. So, you get rid of the field. And then, Zoodiac combo has a graveyard effect. And it's a really good graveyard effect. You banish it from the grave, target 5 Zoodiacs with different names in your graveyard, shuffle them all into the deck, and draw a card. And this counts the Exceeds materials. Exceed monsters, rather. So, it's a great way to recycle a Trident that has been outed. So, we're gonna return some Exceeds and some of the monsters, and we get to draw a card. So, it's like a less good archetypal Pot of Avarice. It's good, though. And we draw Monster Reborn, so we're just like, my Kaiju now. And then we go into the Ram, so we're gonna go... How are we gonna go here? Let's see. Shaka 9. Into... So, let's just speed up the Exceed summon a little bit. Orbo, Tiger Motor, Hammer Kong. And we're gonna attack. The line of thinking is they have nothing, so rather than get Trident, we're gonna be fancy. And since an Exceeds monster battled, which is the requirement for summoning this, we can summon Zeus. It's great. So we're looking pretty good here. They set 1, they pass, and I'm pretty sure that's all she fucking wrote. Off the top, we get effect there. It doesn't matter. Kaiju and Zeus go in before. So that's an interesting application. It's just they tried to be cute and be like, I'm going to destroy you in 1 turn, but you know, I had the outs. That's just how it goes sometimes. So that'll be it for this episode of Frezno's Master Duel. Tune in next time for perhaps a shorter one if I don't explain the shit out of it, where we talk about the darker side of the Exceeds Festival and how I succumbed to it. Ooh. Until then, everybody. See you later.